Hey guys, I'm back with another candle review, and this time around it's for the 14.5 ounce 3-wick Santorini Coast candle from Bath& Body Works. It's currently in test stores, but it is pretty confident that it is going to go wide for the Spring 3 release, so it is not out in stores or online yet. The notes on this read creamy coconut, almond blossom, and warm vanilla. So yeah, I don't know what has come over me, but I'm like so into the coconut fragrances lately. And if you guys have been following me for any amount of time, you know I have hated coconut fragrances from Bath& Body Works for the longest time ever. But recently, I've just been a total just crazy for coconut. I don't know what it is, but in any case, I've been really enjoying this fragrance. I feel like my past self probably wouldn't have enjoyed this, so if you align yourself more with my previous self, then you might not like this. But if you like coconut fragrances, I think you'll enjoy this one. I'm actually really enjoying this. So this smells so immensely similar to all the other coconut fragrances we had before from Bath& Body Works. So it's not anything groundbreaking by any means, but it's just like a nice, just basic, pleasant coconut fragrance that gives a slight warmth and beachy quality to it, but still captures a little bit of that sort of toasty, cozy, gourmand element that you might also want from coconut as well. So you get a coconut fragrance. It's very similar to the toasted coconut fragrance we've had before, which also got repackaged as toffee brittle. But it's not quite as caramel forward as that toffee brittle toasted coconut fragrance. It's not quite as cloying and grody as that one. And also that one kind of had like a singed hair feel to it that this also slightly has, but it's not quite as bad as that one. But if you enjoyed toasted coconut, I think this is still very similar to that, so you might still want to check it out. It's also kind of similar to the coconuts we used to have a few years back ago that used to be like copper coconut, and then we had like fresh mint and coconut as well, where there was almost like this fleshy fresh coconut like shavings type of quality to it as well. That's kind of mixed in with a like warm toasted coconut, so it's like I feel like a blend of both of those kind of coconuts. It's still coconut nonetheless, so kind of splitting hairs to be honest, but it's a pretty straightforward coconut fragrance. It's also then made a little bit like warm and toasty by the almond blossom, which gives it like an extra nutty depth and richness to it that's kind of scrumptious and cozy. And then you also, of course, have a little bit of vanilla in there to just kind of round it out and make it a little bit sweeter. The almond blossom does tend to give it a little bit extra like sophistication, robustness to it, in the sense that their almond blossom fragrance tends to, for whatever reason, have a heavy dose of sandalwood in it. So this does have a slight, almost like a sandalwood like perfumey quality to it. It's weird in the sense that it's also cozy and gourmand, but there's also a slight like coconut hair product type of vibe that very much exists in this fragrance. That's coming kind of from the almond blossom and the implied sandalwood that usually comes with their almond blossom fragrance. Comparing it to other coconut fragrances, it is similar to Tiki Beach, but it's not quite as, I would say, like sweet and juicy. This is a little bit more dry and cozy than Tiki Beach is. I feel like Tiki Beach has that sort of like vanilla orchid like creaminess to it that gives it a slight depth and difference that this does not have. Cocoa Paradise that's out right now is definitely much more floral and a lot more body care and fine fragrances than this is. This isn't like overly floral in that neroli solar floral quality that we get from Cocoa Paradise. But it is similar to like toasted coconut. I would say it's probably the closest thing to it, but not quite as grody and nasty as I personally found toasted coconut to be. So it's another coconut fragrance that's slightly beachy, slightly warm and cozy, but also slightly like hair product at the same time. But like by all intents and purposes, it's just truly another coconut fragrance from Bath& Body Works. From a marketing standpoint, it's kind of weird because I really don't equate the Santorini Coast with like a beachy, almost like sunscreen coconut vibe to it, but you know how Bath& Body Works does. So that's pretty much it for this fragrance. This is a third burn. It has a thick rope-like wicks that soot like crazy, super hot, fast burn. Make sure you trim them. Keep it to like 2 to 3 hours or it soots excessively. It's just the usual kit and caboodle with this candle. As for the throw, I would say like a 6.5 to a 7. It's not quite as like strong or intense as I would imagine a coconut fragrance to be, but it's still totally detectable and totally present in any room that I put it in. I would put it at like a medium to medium plus, so I can totally smell it. Honestly, like a lot of times with like toasted coconut or toffee brittle, it was so strong and cloying that it actually like made me feel ill. It's actually kind of nice that this one's just a tad bit more subdued and there isn't that extra like added cloying heavy caramel that makes you want to throw up. So I actually like, I think the throw is just totally fine and adequate for this fragrance. Overall, if you're looking for just like a plain, nice, pleasant, I guess beachy, but still warm and cozy coconut, just to add to your arsenal of endless coconut fragrances from Bath and Body Works. Check this out. Nothing groundbreaking, but just super pleasant and super nice. I'm just really enjoying it on these like warm, sunny days that I am experiencing where I'm currently at. So that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.